not complicated. No conversation. Please say less. Please say less. Please say less.
I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna. Yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't got. You ain't go. Say less. Say less. Say less.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We're across the pond in England this week, and two teams are hoping to show off for an international audience. It's the Falcons going up against the Black Knights.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the London Black Knights. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Well, now they'll try the end around. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Play action now. Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the 1st on 2nd down. Mariota now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. He gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Luck. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll lead here to a third down. Bluff. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, Cook. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so, because you've tried to run the ball, and really it doesn't matter who got the ball on the play because there was no space to go. So I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the first down.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now it's Murray to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And here now the offense heading back out there. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. To throw is Mariota. Dumping it off for Johnson. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They go play action. Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. first and 10. Here's Mariota. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Mariota now from the 50. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. No, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Manuel. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Tech McKinley. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a second and long. They run it again with Cook, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. Here's Luck. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Underneath for Johnson. Touchdown! Duke Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out. And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. This one taken from the 7. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend. I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving. Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up? You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. On the ground, it's Cook, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area. He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Again, it's Cook. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Now it's Luck off the bootleg. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it? Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it. Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward. Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got Rodgers. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here's Manuel. Screen play. Johnson. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 46. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Play action. Luck. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout. With 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And they're going to go soft on the corners. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. The final shot before the break. Luck. Throw left side complete. It's Stanley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So a touchdown. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now a give running right. It's Cook. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. A toss to Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Back to throw here. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They start the drive with Cook. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. To throw on second down is Locke. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The Falcons on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Halfback sent in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. That one goes for 36 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Luck now to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. A give. This is Cook. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now it's Murray to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll drop the throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. And they rattle off a big one. 55 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now they can't bring him down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
It certainly wasn't one of the more conventional plays ever run, but it gained a first down, and they got the ball in the hands of a playmaker.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. And that score and the point after will knock this ball game up.
And when you're playing from behind, all you want to do is get back to even and, in a sense, start over again. That's exactly what they were able to accomplish.
And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a play fake here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Jones. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. But the reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. A Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. And the wideout in motion. On 3rd down. That's Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Back to throw. And Allen's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And, Charles, he hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
Exactly. And this was by far the most nerve-wracking. They just stepped up and calmly banged it through.